Azula_XX1. PogChamp.
All right, everybody, let's try to get this thing rolling. I'm going to make sure all my cameras are kind of working and that the parts list is kind of set up properly. Chair.
M3R1 Dan just resubbed for 26 months. Alexan 428 hype Alexan 428 hype Alexan 428 hype Alexan 428 hype.
All right, I'm gonna get out of this chair. I have both the mics unmuted, so if it picks up, let me know. Let me see if this one does it. Okay. Oops. I can't figure out which one is which. All right. Well, if the echo gets crazy, let me know. But I will be. I'm only going to be, unfortunately, able to see Twitch chat for right now. I'll try to figure out a more global chat that I can use throughout the week. Brad is not here. Brad is on vacation. Congratulations, Brad. Brad is on vacation all week. He's on a lovely cruise with his wife. And they are celebrating their anniversary, I believe. Or I believe that's why they're on the trip. And they like cruises. So good for them. But let me know how this thing is all going. I can't really hear it as well as you guys can. So if music's too loud, music's too quiet, or if I'm too quiet, let me know. And we'll work past it all together. I do have the parts list here today. I'll pull that up one more time. We have a 7800 X3D. I've got a Radeon 7900 XTX, 24 gigabytes, 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage. Both are Kingston branded. We have the ROG Ryujin 3 360 as our cooler. I've got 9 Infinity fans to replace throughout the case. We have an 011 RGB Evo. I've got streamers for our cables today. And then I've got a 1200 watt power supply. We have a screen mod. I did not put that in the extras. That should have been in there. But we have a 7-inch screen mod right here. I have already assembled it and put it all together. We just need to put adhesive on it, put it in the build. So that's a good way to get a head start in this build. No music though. I might have turned it down too much. Or you know what? It might not even be on, if I'm being quite honest. I think it's through Pretzel. And I don't know if I need to have Pretzel. Let me know if I need to have Pretzel open as an application. And then if we need the music, I'll put it on. Or I might have turned it down too much. I don't know. Was there music like when it was frozen or loading up or no? Let me know. But I'm just going to hop in. Only me. So sad. We're going to miss Brad. He'll be back next week. Okay. I'll just clear all my goodies off one by one. Then we can get started. How's your weekend, everyone? Again, if you're just tuning in to our stream and you're in the other chats, I am sorry. I am unable to view them right now. You know what? Brad sent me a link, I think on Discord, to the full chat. I wonder if that changes every time I stream or if it was just for that one build. So let's see. It looks like, all right, I pulled it up. Hey, all right. We have got all chat. All right. We'll do top cam here. We'll get our. It took me, you know what? The longest thing it took me to figure out was, what was it? Getting the timer to work. It took me like 5 minutes to figure that out. So I don't really have Brad here to talk to at all, but sounds like will be just fine. So
Got a new furnace today.
I heard about that. Liz told me everything.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, I bet you love that.
Oh yeah, I love the hill too.
That's what I'm talking about. I bet you love that.
Thank God for credit cards, dude. Which I do not
They said it
have.
was like a crack in it somewhere.
There was a crack in the heat exchanger.
Oh, and it was like
And
carbon monoxide.
well, it can be. So I don't know. The furnace is 20 years old. The original to the house. So they were
Damn, I thought that house was a little younger.
no.
It looks younger.
It was built, yeah, because we replaced everything. It was built in 04.
Okay.
So yeah. Thank God for credit cards.
Yes, sir.
Because I did not have furnace level cash laying around.
That's like my one fear becoming homeowner is like
You may as well just light money on fire.
it's right. It's like holy crap.
It never stops, dude. I mean,
When did you guys get the property?
I think we've been there 8 years now.
Okay.
8, 9 years. 2015 or 16, I think. I'm not sure. Eleanor was like a baby. So it's been like 8 years, 9 years maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Hi, Ruru.
Minute.
Just me here today.
Yeah, Brad's on vacation.
Sure.
Tropical Brad.
Dude, he's been posting to his Instagram story.
I saw that.
It's insane what they can put on boats. Like all those different levels of
Oh, yeah.
everything and just like
Yeah, we went.
It's not
Jimmy
even
and I
like
did
you're
a
on a
couple
boat.
cruises back in the day.
haven't been on one.
We had one. The last one we went on, we had 2 days where it was like really choppy, and Denise got super sick, and that was the last time we ever did it.
Understandable.
She was like, "Never doing that again."
Hey guys. Sorry for no music today. You just get to listen to my oh so lovely voice. I will try to figure out the music thing.
It's just for you, buddy.
Yo, I saw that. I was looking. I was like, I know we don't need this. Like, what is this?
Got that just for you.
It's a nice looking board, dude.
Yes.
Ugh. Well, I hope everyone is. We'll just turn on your own Spotify playlist. Hey, that's good music, dude. Not even listen to some MF Doom while we're building a PC. Don't even tease me. That sounds like an awesome time. I'm gonna get our mounting bracket for our cooler here before we get our PC or motherboard in the build. Also, we'll have a lot of our goodies right here. As well as the instructions, which I'm going to look at now because I always forget which screw cap to use for my cooler. All right. It's because it's different for Intel and AMD, so I'm just like double checking to be sure. this is our AMD screws, and this is our AM4 screws. Ooh. So put those to the side. I won't need them till later. Oh, you'll just turn on your own Spotify playlist. Sorry, Dan. I thought you said turn on your. Well, technically, it was pretty close to the spelling. Re-looking over that chat. I think I'm doing too many things at once right now. I feel like I'm on the verge of getting sick. You guys know what I mean? Like you feel it in the back of your throat, but like you're not sick, but you kind of feel weird, kind of feel tired, but you're not sick. That's how I'm kind of feeling this Monday. I hope it doesn't get sick. I haven't gotten sick in a while. So really knock on some wood. Is Gladiator 2 mandatory watching for people at AlexanderPCs? Yes. Gladiator was actually technically the first movie I ever saw. I was like 1 year old, not even. I fell asleep during it, but Gladiator was technically my first movie. So not a bad movie to start out life with, you know. I'm excited for that. I've heard good things. Maybe it's just good marketing, but I've heard good things. TJ's taking us to go see Wicked. I don't know how I feel about that Wicked. I don't know. I feel like it should have just been left untouched. I feel like Wicked and like I know they're like, oh yeah, let's use like Ariana Grande, like, you know, let's get younger audiences to experience the story of Wicked. And it's like, okay, respectful, but does it need to be rewritten? In like, I don't know. I'm a classy. I like classics. So everything's being remade now. I just can't keep up. I have like more and more remakes that come out, the less and less interest I have to see them because not a lot of remakes are good. The only like remake I thought that is good that's come out is like the Jumanji series. I thought they did that pretty well. But that's just my opinion. Catch up on anime. Not that many remakes, dude. I need to catch up on anime. I know Solo Leveling comes out with a new season. I watched that first. I didn't finish the first season actually of Solo Leveling. That was cool. I don't know why. I think the most recent one I've watched is Brotherhood. Why am I drawing the name? Blanking the name. Full Metal Alchemist. That was cool. I like those arc animes, you know. Like I like Hunter. I don't like One Piece. I'm a certified One Piece hater. It drags on too long, you know. But if you want, you can send me a whole anime list and I'll look them over. I watched like Fire Force is getting a new season. The Demon Slayer movies come out in December, at least one of them. Hopefully it's like a full fight, you know. I would hope so for a movie. Dude, One Piece is too damn long. Like, I love a respectful story, and I'm sure there's parts of One Piece that are really awesome. And I've seen clips, and I'm like, okay, I can understand. Like, that looks hype. But, I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's also the animation style. I think that's where it gets me. As growing up, whenever I'd like watch, you know, like Cartoon Network on TV or whatever, or like, you know, I was a cartoon kid growing up. But whenever I'd see it on TV, Luffy, man, I didn't like how he stretched. I did not like that. I think I'd be more interested in watching like the Netflix adaptation than actual One Piece. And I feel like that says a lot. Feel free to ask me any questions, guys, too. I actually have the whole chat up now for all of our streams. So if you're elsewhere, feel free to chat. It's just me today, so I could use the chat or the context of which to talk about. Here? Wait, I think I know that. Friend. Did you mean? Oh, this one just came out, right? Or it's similarly, like has good animation. I've seen some clips from it. I actually did start it, but I did not finish it. I think I watched like one episode, which I know it gets a lot better after one episode. I just have not gone back to it. I had a Crunchyroll subscription and then I just canceled it. I wasn't using it, so maybe I'll pick it back up. Yeah, that one looked really cool. I've also seen posts of it online. I don't really watch TV. I'm more like a YouTube guy. I like watching my YouTube videos, like the Outdoor Boys, Veritasium, like nerdy stuff. I'm not a big Linus guy. I'm not a big tech tuber, I should say. The only tech tuber I really like, I like Linus. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the tech tubers and I like their content. Sometimes it's a little too hypey for me. But other than that, I'm more of like a movie guy. I wanted to see Interstellar, and SciShow's been good. Ooh, that's good to know. I used to watch SciShow all the time, but then it kind of got like not weird, but I think I like how Veritasium goes about his videos compared to SciShow. Like SciShow just like regurgitates information a lot. But don't get me wrong, love my Hank and John Green. Those guys are awesome. And I think John just recently, or was it Hank? I think it was Hank that just recently beat lymphoma. So that's cool. It's very awesome. And then he got like a weird hairline and like weird grew back differently. I saw that's the last I saw from that. Bizarre Beasts. They have not heard of Bizarre Beasts. No. I just kind of started watching Fits again. Thank you for the follow, Tono. Yeah, I know. Like Hank, like stealth found his lumps in his lymph nodes because he said he has like that's in his family and everything, and then he like found them. I thought that was insane. Like he found it, and then he went to his doctor, and they're like, "Holy crap!" So very bizarre. But I'm glad he's all right. Lymphoma is scary. Any cancer is scary. All right. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm doing some. I'm trying to look at chat and everything. But I'm doing this right here. This is our cable kind of debacle. This is all the cables from the case. from the front and these buttons on the side. I typically like to put these all together, at least these ones, because when it comes into like, okay, now I have the power supply and your control boxes and all these cables, if these are all already neatly put together, it looks pretty good. And I know it's also not the easiest to see black cables in a black case, so apologies for that. Not really missing out, I promise. That's the most racist thing I've ever heard. Stop, Stank, stop. You're gonna get me canceled, man. Deep stunning. We got electric Bevan today. But I don't know. I'm feeling particularly under the weather, so I don't want that much caffeine right now. But still delicious. All right. Beautiful cables. All right, now I'm gonna get my anti-sag. We've got a beefy boy here for a graphics card, so I'm gonna make sure everything stays in one place while shipping in for the rest of this PC's life. I just found the smallest screw. I don't know if you can even see that, but I just found that and I need it for this. It fell off the table. This is some like rubber padding, so we don't have metal going directly onto the GPU. This anti-sag does come with this case, so if you ever were to purchase this case, you get this. It's a nice little adjustable latch here, and it lets us really fit any graphics card in it. The only thing you have to look out for is that you want to make sure you're not hitting your fan blades on your graphics card. That will not end well. It's usually easier to put this in. It's laying on its back, but I should be able to do this. Anytime we have like a 3-fan graphics card, we always make sure to put anti-sag or some version of it in the build with the case. So what's up with V-Rising? Is that a game you can play on Discord or something? Went on there looking for it. App is confusing as shit. V-Rising it's a separate game. Brad and one of our streamers actually set it up. If you want, you could go into our Discord public chat and be like, "What is V-Rising?" and someone can give you some more information. It's a game. I think it's. Brad explained it to me so well. I'm trying to think about how he said it because it made me understand the game. I think he said it had to do something with vampires. Vampires, hunting, killing, looting. Very fun. It seems pretty fun. I just do not have it. I think it's like a $25 game. But we have our own server. Yeah, it's on Steam. From what I understand. These are our bottom intake fans. These are Leanly Infinities. So doing this little cap right here changes the direction of the wire, so I can have it go into the back of the case instead of like out, up, and then in back into the case. Keeps the wires looking nice. I do this for every build. Oops. See one for $35 and one for 20. Ooh, interesting. I will have to look into that, Stank. I'm not really sure what the difference is. Or you could still ask in our Discord. I was thinking about upgrading my i7 13th gen to a 14th gen i9, but after seeing it, I would get nearly 10% more performance. It's not worth it. I would agree, Body Bags. I don't think it's worth it. The i7 is really, really good. But for 10%, I don't think it's that good. The i9 is really, really good, but I don't think for 10% it's that good, you know. I think you're cool. Unless you're having like trouble multitasking, sure, it will help. I mean, you get more cores, more threads. But if you don't have any issues with it right now, I would say you're golden. I actually, if anything, for gaming, like the biggest jump increase from 13th gen to 14th gen, when you compare all the CPUs, the biggest increase across the board is the i7. The i7 got the biggest upgrade, and it's like the best performing, in my opinion, of 14th gen. If I were to get an Intel 14th gen right now, it would be the i7. That thing is a beast. But we got our bottom rack of fans. Someone asked what CPU and GPU is going in this monster. I will put up the parts list, but we have, for our CPU, we have a 7800X3D, and then our GPU is a 7900 XTX. All the rest of the parts and components are listed in the part list shown on your screen, though. That's how I feel, Body Bags. Like I have an AM4 chip right now. I have the 5800X3D, and it's like, holy crap, like that looks awesome. But then, you know, I gotta buy the CPU, I gotta buy the motherboard, and then I gotta buy DDR5. So that's a big upgrade. So in my eyes, I'm looking for either my stuff to kind of kick the bed, or, you know, try to get a good deal, maybe, hopefully. I don't know. It would have to be a really good deal for me to switch all of that. Is a Ryzen 7700X and the 4070 Super a good build? That is a great build. That is awesome for, you could do 2K gaming on it, like flawlessly on that on that thing. I was gonna say little thing, but it's not little, like, but you know what I mean. But good questions. Keep them rolling. Totally happy to answer any questions you guys have. The only dumb question here is not asking the question. Smaller case from the Corsair to the H9. Oh, damn. You have a 420 rad in there? That's crazy. I'm trying to think. I know other cases that can support a 420 rad. The 011 Evo, this case can, I believe. I mean, if you're going to the H9 Flow, you probably want a little bit. Oh, well, the H9 Airflow is it's a big case, Eileen. You could do this case, or sorry, I'm so out of it. The H9 Airflow is from NZXT, but I don't, you know, I don't remember their top rack situation. I believe the Evo can fit. No, hold on. Let me put a fan in here. If I were to have a 140 fan. Ooh, I know the 011 XL. I know the 011 Evo XL, I know that for sure can fit a 420 millimeter rad. I think you should wait for January. New Radeon cards, 8000 series, and NVIDIA 5000. For me, AMD's better. You know what? I didn't even know Radeon was dropping the 8000s. I'm sure, I mean, they have to because of NVIDIA, but I thought they were going to roll with 7000 for a little bit longer. But yes, new cards are coming out. Can't say that ton of bricks is wrong. But yeah. But if you're looking to get something like now, you know what? I don't know if I would go to a 5000 because I don't really know what it will entitle. I agree with Radeon. Price performance is awesome, especially in the 7000 series. I think you hit an extent of that, right? I think, well, obviously, as you get higher in the stack, you'll start seeing more differences between GPUs. But I think relatively, a higher performing card on like mid to low tier GPUs is actually more efficient for Radeon. Oh, they're only doing mid-range? Interesting. AMD's never really been such a super competitor on the high end anyways. At least in the past few releases. Because they're like, I mean, they came out 7000 series. They're like, we aren't trying to compete with a 4090, dude. Like they said, if you like 7900 XTX, equivalent to 4080 Super, cool. 4080 Super is a monster of a card. I mean, I'm not trying to downgrade the 7900 XTX. This card is awesome and will do everything you need it to do. Way better than my 4070 Ti could ever do. So, I mean, this thing's kick ass. I'm just talking like AMD mostly, they do very well competing on mid to low range, and you know, you get a really, really good product for it. Oops. Still got parts of this. I'll go to sidecan. I'm doing our AMD's raising prices. Wow, are they actually? What a bunch of bums. Boo. That's not fair to the consumer. It is kind of surprising because Intel's always been like, you know, in the game for gaming. Like that's what they're known for. AMD's taking that away from them ever so slowly. I mean, I'd love to see some sort of like 3D cache architecture on an Intel chip. Like that'd be awesome. Intel seems very in on the AI side of things, which cool, I guess. But like, why make it AI focused if one, AI is not even like that crazy to the point of like implementing it into like everyday life? So why, like, what's the trade-off of like less gaming performance for just like more AI? Like I get it. Intel came out and they're like, okay, like this is going to be like a base, you know, and we'll build off this architecture now that it has the AI section in it, and you know we can work on that. Cool, but like like what? I don't know. It's just a little like shocking and confusing, especially to come from Intel like that. Oh yeah, there's no competitor. The 13, yeah, that did not help, dude. Imagine having like the worst issue in CPU history, and then trying to launch a new CPU that's worse than the other ones that you just had a bunch of issues with. Eh, I don't know. Yeah, Intel's got to make some moves. They gotta. I mean, it seems like they are, you know, the AI thing, but this is the first time in a while, especially since I've been working here, that I've heard that the new Intel chip is worse. Like, even from 10th gen to 11th gen, it was still better. You know, it wasn't what everybody wanted in terms of performance, but at least it was better. You know? Huh. Well, let's all be honest. It's really awesome that CPUs are actually getting more power efficient. Because, I mean, 125 watts versus like 105. That would keep your stuff way cooler. This is our power supply right here. I'm just kind of getting it out. We aren't at that point yet, but it would be nice to get all the wires in and then just put it off to the side. And then when we're ready, we can just put it in. But this is a 1200 watt power supply, 1200 watt bulb. We got plenty of headroom to work here. You know, my cables and stuff. We always get the extra cables because we do fully modular power supplies other than the Hero. So we don't put every cable in here, but the customer definitely gets it. Dude, the 12900K is like, that put Intel back on the map. That thing was a beast. And it still is a beast. That thing is still kicking to this day. Any 12th gen, any like 10th gen, 11th gen, those are still good too. But when 12th gen came out, I mean, supported DDR5. You got more PCIe support because like the other ones, you couldn't have as many that like AMD has. So that was really awesome. Replace the 14th with yep. Dude, the 12th gens are awesome. I agree. Especially for that price, if you get the bundle deal, like you get the chip, the board, and memory, like what? That is crazy. Yeah. No, it's kind of weird. I feel it's just hard because since then AI has become such a thing, and I wonder if like Intel got pressured by investors. I mean, they'll never come out and say this that they did, but I wonder if they were just, you know, people, they wanted to see AI more implemented and stuff. And they just had to kind of start from the ground up. I don't know. I knew Intel was going to make an AI chip. I just didn't know when. I honestly thought 14th gen was going to be the AI chip. I'm being completely honest. I thought it was going to be the AI chip, and then this new Ultra. I hate the new numbers of all the Intel chips. I hate them. It doesn't make any sense. If you guys watch any tech tuber talk about the chips, you can see they kind of indirectly also don't like it. That was wild. I remember when Intel was having their like naming party and stuff. That did not. I don't know. I don't know how you come up with something like that. I'm sure for them it makes sense of why it's named these things, but it was very weird to me. All right. So we got our whole. You look like dreads, dude. I got a whole. I got all these here. Bunch of cables coming out. I'm gonna put this to the side now. Going to put our screen in. So we have a 7-inch screen mod. I already have it kind of all assembled. I'll also put my one strimer in. So we have the motherboard strimer, and then the other one's for the graphics card. So. All right. Screen action, 7-inch screen. This is a fully native display, so that means you can put anything on it. It's just like an extra monitor. Windows native display. Interesting. Sorry guys. I just got this roll of tape today, so I'm trying to figure out a better place to start on it. This is double adhesive. This is really good for mounting the screen, so it just stays on a little bit better, you know. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. The screen can kind of actually just fit in there and stay by itself, but I have had some cases in the past where the customer told me it just kind of lightly fell out, which is no issue. Doesn't cause any damage because we pack the internals of the machine very well. So when I say fall out, I just kind of mean it fell out of its resting spot. And that was in the past. We do not do that anymore, or I do not do that anymore. Yeah. The other cases that you can do screen mods in with the O11s, you never had to do, you didn't need the adhesive. It would just fit super, super snug. But I'm just going to each corner here and just putting 2 layers of this tape. This is technically mounting tape, so it will hold very well, even if just a little bit is making contact. Take a little water break. I'm a little thirsty. All right. Cool. So this is just an HDMI and a USB for power and display. They give you an insanely long HDMI, but usually make that look nice and pretty. Epic installation, everyone. There's one more layer of plastic on this. I'm going to keep it on until I'm done with the build. Oh boy, I'm tired. All right. So now it's my cooler time. So let's get that out. I'm actually gonna go run and grab different screws. The screws that come with the ROG Ryujin 3 are awesome, but if you specifically use Lean Infinity fans on them, they the screws that come with it actually end up taking the rubber garments off of these fans because I don't know why. It's just like too much pressure. Even if you just apply the lightest amount of pressure, it still eventually comes off. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're still kicking. We're still going. We're going back to Top Cam, and I've got all my screws. So these screws, I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So I grab the rest of the stuff. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Look. Look. What up, Prison Mike? Hey, I got my PC over the weekend. Who do I call to ask questions? If you have some general questions, you can ask me here. But if you have some more like technical support questions, you can email us at techsupport@AlexanderPCs.com. Other than that, I'm totally happy to help you here, Prison Mike. Sorry, I had to step out real quick, but I'm back. But if it's just like, if you want to know how to use like applications, I'm totally happy to help you here. Are you going to make fun of me? No, dude, go ahead. Ask whatever you need to ask. You are not our first customer with who has gotten a PC for the first time. There's plenty of questions to ask. So I won't bully you. I'm not sure about chat. Chat can be ruthless. Do I turn it off after use every time like a console, or do I put it in sleep mode? That's a great question, Prism Mike. It's all about how you want to use the computer. Me personally, whenever I'm done using my computer, I always just turn it off. I don't think for me, it's like, I don't want my memory to stay lit. I just don't want it on in the background. And I don't want it to like turn on in any other accidental fashion and just waste electricity. If you are like, you're gaming in the morning and you know you're going to come back and game later, you can put it in sleep mode, do it. But it's more down to what you want. Yeah, you could do what Ruru does. Like, you have it on, and then if it, if you don't come back within an hour, you can have it just turn off. I agree with body bags. If you're always like leaving and coming back, just put it in sleep mode. Actually, just hit shut down, but not powered off. Yeah, I agree with body bags. I just shut it down. I just shut down, and then when I need to turn back on, I click my little power button. All right, I want to show you guys those screws I was talking about. So this is my screw bag that comes with the Ryujin. Very awesome, very cool. So this, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the one I'm going to be using. This is the one that comes with. It has like a washer, like pre-welded onto it or just pre-installed. It's very lame. I don't like at first when I saw it, I was like, oh, cool, washers. And then I was like, oh, wait, this doesn't work with every fan. Like, why would you make that like a priority like that? I don't know. Weird thing to spend the money on, Asus. Coming at you. As a builder, do not like it. As a builder, don't understand it. If I make the lights flash, is it harder on them than a solid color? I actually would say the flashing is less harder because if they're flashing, the LEDs are actually on less. You can get LED burnout, not on everything, but LED burnout can occur if your LEDs are on like a solid color for a long period of time, like a long period of time. So if I have these Strimer V1, that's a good example actually. So we have these cables right here. This cable is an RGB cable. It has lights on it. This one, the V2, is awesome. The V1 has its issues. If you have it on a solid white for too long, you will get LED burnout to the point where your LEDs only show yellow. And then you can't show your other colors that you want to show. So Corsair fans can get LED burnout. Anything can get LED burnout. But it's very important to know like kind of why. So like having it on a solid color on all the time will burn it up. Most likely. It's a light bulb. Yeah, it'll either stop working completely as an LED or it will not produce certain colors. So you might burn like the green within the light bulb, but still have your purples, you know. Is there a monitor you recommend for the pink pre-build I got? You know what? I know that build because I saw it last week. You could use, and I'd recommend a 1440p or 2K, 144 hertz monitor. You can use brands like Dell, Samsung, LG. I use a brand called AOC. They are not a big brand. They kind of have cheaper monitors. I love mine. I love my AOC monitor. I've never had an issue with it. I also recommend looking for 1 millisecond response time. That is very important for gaming. You'll have ones with like 1, 2, 3 or higher. Go for 1. Yeah, if you ever want, like, if you want a specific, we have a YouTube video, kind of like a good, better, best monitor video on our website, or not on our website, sorry, on YouTube. So if you want to watch that, you can. Other than that, you can email us or Brad at AlexanderPCs.com and ask him for monitor recommendations. He is very diverse in that. He knows his monitors. I know the good brands, but I don't know like the specific models. Woo, come on. Gosh. There are so many options for a monitor. Got all my stickers off. All right, and we're ready to install this creature. All right. Don't go OLED. Why not? Are you getting any like burnout from it? Those things are pretty. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Damn. Dude, my my little 2K monitor was like $140, and I was like, "Well, this is a lot of dough." You know, like holy crap. $1,400 on a monitor. Dude, it has to look like the prettiest thing in the world, though. I've seen those monitors like up close, and it's really tempting. No burn-in, but dang expensive. Hey, no burn-in is good. I just see like the horror stories of just like awful burn-in on super nice monitors. But it's more like a use case situation. Like, what were you doing to cause burn-in? Are you telling this Reddit thread everything? This is going to be the only build for today, just because it is only me here running the whole gig, but should go pretty well. We're kind of coming to a thing, a good turning point in the build. Now we got basically everything we need in wire-wise almost. No, a black screen of death. Don't even say that. That's the worst. It's like when those Xboxes all release. Like the Xbox Series X. Like Series, no, was it the? No, it was just the Xbox One X. That one had an awful HDMI issue, where the chiplet would burn out right before the HDMI port. Mine loves to. I love how you started that. Detect things plugged into the DisplayPort. Jank to TV platforms based on if you're going to pay over $1 for monitoring for less infuriating software. I had bad temps on my CPU, like 80 degrees, while doing nothing. Oh, and live, that is a very interesting development. Your temperatures there. Do you have one of our machines? Or is it just like your personal rig?
Yeah, we don't charge for, we don't charge.
Cool. BIOS, if you have like, especially the Intel, like 13th or 14th gens, and you were getting that overvolt issue, updating your BIOS will immediately fix that. Especially if you haven't updated your BIOS in a long time, they do a lot of firmware stuff, especially over time. I never recommend updating your BIOS like every month. No point. I feel like you really get the benefits of BIOS updates over like a 6-month period, where they really get things kind of worked out, more firmware updates. And
Yeah, the only thing you would be charged is.
So I'm gonna put this in, and I'll work on the wires a little bit, but I'll show you guys kind of what's going on in this case here. The front cam.
Yeah, at first it here would be.
That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, BIOS updates can really help. That's usually like if a customer is having like weird particular issues, and it's not like a Windows issue, but it's not like the hardware is bad, the BIOS update can usually just be the fix, which is surprising. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of like, you know, you go into Call of Duty and you just want to play the game, but then you get hit with like 50 shader updates, and then you got to update to restart to update. Wow, remember when we used to just be able to play games? I'm just ranting at that point. Thank you for following, Jasper. Welcome to the stream. If you guys don't know, we have a giveaway going on. The giveaway is a liquid-cooled computer. DDR5, i9, 3080 Ti, all on liquid. So you can overclock the crap out of it. Completely free, no catches, no snags. All you have to do is sign up to the giveaway. Actually, if you watch our stream on Twitch, while the giveaway is going on, you can claim your points for more giveaway entries. So that's a good way. And you can have, like, you know, if you want to have YouTube and Twitch open, you can do that. But, you know, food for thought. You need to download only to update to download shaders and wait even more. I know, dude. Or like your buddies are on. Like they're all playing. They're like, oh, come on, join our lobby. Like we're about to start a new match. You're like, all right, bet. You get on, you launch it, and then you gotta wait for shaders. They can play a whole match by the time your shaders are done. Ridiculous. And I don't even know when shaders happen. You know, they don't sound like they tell you like, oh, new shader update. I've been really mad at Call of Duty about that for a long time. Do you have any recommendations between 7900 XTX or 4080 Super OC? I mainly play Warzone. If you're just playing Warzone, you are super competitive, you just want frames, and you want a good-looking picture, get the 7900 XTX. That in that case, because you get more VRAM with the 7900 XTX. You get 24 versus 16, and They are actually very, very similar in performance, the two cards. The Super is slightly better, but it's really close. It's probably like a 5 or 10% difference. And if you're really interested in like ray tracing and all that stuff, that specific like RTX, that is specific to NVIDIA. I would also make sure what type of monitor do you have, because if you have a G-Sync monitor, you won't be able to G-Sync with your non-NVIDIA graphics card. If you have a FreeSync, or I forget the Radeon one, but you need those on your monitor to work best with an AMD graphics card. If you want that like synchronization between your monitor and your GPU, what that basically does is that it kind of takes some of the processing stuff and puts it onto the monitor. The monitor processes the data a little bit, so it takes some heat off of your unit, graphics card unit, your GPU, and lets it. So it's kind of like use case scenario. So if you want to do like 2K, 144 plus 4K, 120, get the 7900. Snuffy Heath. Yes. Yes. This is the only one for today. I am a lone man on this stream here today. I actually never showed you guys the front. Let me show you that. I'm still figuring out my cables back here a little bit. But that's it. That's it for today. We're not done, but this is our build for today. I will have more on Wednesday. I'll probably do a couple or a few. Depends what's ready and what, like the length it takes to do all that. All right, that's looking good. I'm gonna get my card in now. We have a 7-inch screen back here. I'm gonna throw in a sec. I'm gonna put my card in first. Still, we'll do the card. I can put my bottom fans back in. I have that done and off to the side. But I kind of want to get this in first. Oh, if you guys are donating anywhere other than Twitch right now, I don't know if we can accept donations. If you are donating, that is super awesome of you. We super appreciate it. But right now, we only take them through Twitch. I don't know if someone else was trying to do that, or maybe I accidentally touched on my phone. But yeah, just for future reference. Oh, let me get the card up. So I have a 7900X right here. We got a bad boy. This is the Phantom Gaming OC one. Debatably my favorite version of this card, other than the AMD version of it. Right. Phantom. Also, that's a good thing to point out as well. If you are getting an Intel CPU, please do not get a Radeon card. Radeon is AMD. So like Intel and AMD being in the same system, you'll have your issues. It won't always cause issues, but you can have your issues. That is just from experience. Interesting.
You know what that's for?
Eva.
That's for Eva. I feel like it matches pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Saw that and I was like, what that's for?
Yeah. I like how the underclocking community has been growing. It's pretty interesting to see. I'm going to go under with these cables. Just because we have a lot going on kind of in this section of the PC. TJ, wait, why did you get those for Eva? Why did you get that cable for Eva?
The original case.
Oh, okay. I thought you got it for that card in there.
No.
That's what I was like thinking about it. I was like,
no. So we're porting. I have to port the stuff over to the branded case, and then that's for our case.
okay. I was like, wait a second.
No.
Because I was putting in these streamers. I was like, wait, Eva has these streamers.
No, that's for whatever
Cool.
you decide to do with the case. Which I think I might put that PMY 4090 in it.
That'd be nice.
With a 9800X 3D.
Have Matt paint the PMI.
I thought maybe we would.
We've had Matt painted memory modules before.
That's true.
Like he could just do the top. If he thinks it can handle the heat.
I think vinyl would be okay.
Vinyl. That's a good top to do vinyl on.
That's what I was
on
thinking.
On that card.
Top might be good for vinyl. You could always just do a backplate or something too.
That's true. I forgot about that.
We don't really do very many. I can't remember the last time we did a acrylic backplate.
I remember we did when they were like more popular on the 30 series. I remember we did like a couple.
I know we did some on 30 series.
Yeah, and then
I'm sure we've done some on 40 series, but I honestly can't remember the last time we did an acrylic backplate.
Heard it's harder to resell AMD cards. My wife has a 30X and a 4070 Ti, and it works amazing. I have a 5800X 3D and a 4070 Ti, and it works amazing.
Rocket League. Are you still Rocket Leaguing?
I do occasionally. Been playing that new COD.
Wingman's been playing that.
It's pretty fun.
That's was that 6?
It's probably the best COD that's come out in years.
Black Ops 6, is that what it is?
Yep.
Winkler's been playing nonstop.
It's fun.
He's been telling me all about
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, he's got nothing else to do. Nothing else to do.
He's running it on the bombs away still?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they have a exchange teacher or something. So the lady's like 30 and she's living in his apartment complex. She's from the Czech Republic. He's smitten. He's smitten. So that's his. He can't. All he talks about every time I talk to him is how he's gonna
make a move.
Try to win this girl. I was like, well, you should probably start by not playing COD 18 hours a day.
It's like, but the skins, man.
I know.
The weapon skins. The grind. Jackal, what is up? Jacob, what's the software for the RGB on the PC? Jackal, that would be Armory Crate. Jacob, is anyone reading messages on YouTube? Couple regarding Hero. I have like a full chat right here. I can see all the chats. If you have any questions, shoot, just ask them. If the monitor is FreeSync compatible, do you actually want FreeSync enabled? If you have an AMD card, or is it like G-Sync? It's not worth it to use it. I use G-Sync. I think it's worth it. FreeSync it's the same thing. It actually works with Radeon cards. So, yeah. But I'm going to get my power supply in. Whew. I don't know if you guys heard me at the beginning of the stream, but I'm not feeling that well. Kind of under the weather. Kind of like, it's that feeling that you know, like internally, kind of feel sick, or like you can get sick. I don't know. I just kind of feel very fatigued. Hello, CO6! Woo-hoo-hoo. What's up? You get to keep your VIP. A lot of the screen flicker. If you are using G-Sync and your screen is flickering, make sure you're in full screen and you're not windowed. Being windowed can cause issues. Hey, thank you for the help on Fridays. You guys got on my issue quickly. Well, always happy to help, Fluffy, in any way that we can. Happy it was a quick, easy fix as well. You only play full screen? Okay. CO6, I recommend doing a clean installation of graphics card drivers again. If you're continuously having certain issues like that. Or disabling G-Sync. G-Sync can do that. G-Sync's weird, dude. I swear it's like, sometimes it works. I personally don't have issues with G-Sync. But I also just like reinstalled my Windows completely. G-Sync would be G-Sync would be in the GeForce Experience app. That is in the settings, and that's something you need to turn off. It's like a little checkbox. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my wires in. I saw some other stuff in the chat. Never had a gaming PC before. AlexanderPCs are gonna pop my cherry when I buy one sometime. That's hilarious. I haven't heard that in a while. That's funny. Well, we're always here if you have questions, streams. If you need something like particular, like if you want a custom, you can do custom. If you just want to chat with someone about parts, you can just call us. Someone would be happy to talk to you. We're always, if you call us, it's us. Like it's me, Liz, Brad, or TJ. Like it's us here. Oh, come on. All right. So I know you guys can't see all the wiring I'm doing right now. Nothing too exciting. It's kind of hard to show my wiring in a black case. Because they're black cables. But I'm almost done. This will be our only build for today. Have more. This is all I have time for. So we will be live again on Wednesday. All right, so I've got my mother cables. Brad is on vacation, CO6. Brad is on a lovely cruise with his wife. No Brad. Just me. Swing with that Legatus. That is quite the cherry popper, I gotta say, Mr. Dreams or Mrs. Dreams. I don't know. But the Legatus is intense. This is basically a Legatus, essentially. The same case, same cooler, same fans, same drive. I'll put up the parts list one last time while I'm finishing so you guys can kind of look at everything. But yeah, it's very similar to the Legatus. Man. It is much more quiet without Brad. I'm kind of going insane. I miss my Brad. I like my talks with Brad when we're in here. Brad's an interesting guy. I also don't know how to turn on the music quite yet for everything. So there's no music. It's just me. And maybe some noises. We push on in the light of our darkest hour. But that is what he would want us to do. Just you in a lonely room. Yeah. At least I have my chat. All right, guys, we're almost done. Let's see if I can do a will it post? Hydrate! Oh, is there a hydrate? I'll go get a water. Oh no. Let me go get one. Oh my god, there is a hydrate. Okay. I got the water. Ooh, lost my chat. All right, there we go. Delicious. I'm almost done. I know I've been saying that, but now I am officially at that point. Just need one more Seder. All right. Done. All right. Well, that's it, folks. That's the build. Or should I like slap the table like in stack? Do it all that would be fun. I kind of a timer like that. All right. There will be no Will It post today. I don't know how to do it without Brad here. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I just want to turn this thing on now. It's looking really good. I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I'd love to see it turn on. And I don't want to have you guys just wait for a while for me to figure that out. So I'll figure it out tomorrow, and then we'll have a Will It post on Wednesday and Friday, and I'll donate a bunch of points for that. But let's turn it on. We have a 7-inch screen in here, so we'll be able to tell if it posted. But everything should be connected, and we should be good to go. There's some plastic on this cooler here I'll take off. And then that last piece of plastic in the screen. Drink the hot sauce, says Ruru. Without Brad, everything falls apart. That's true, just like my life. Did you get me? No, I heard it. You didn't get me though. I was wondering where it was coming from at first. And we have successfully posted. So that is a great build. It's looking awesome. Really liked it. It was fun. About an hour and 45 minutes. That's what that'll take you to build something like this. With wire management, if you don't do the wire management, you can just throw them all in there. You'll be done. You'd probably save like 20 minutes. Seriously. But yeah, it looks super, super stellar. Let me try to get a little roto. So now we're looking at it dead on. If you guys want a reference of kind of price point and kind of also what parts are in here, similar to the Legatus. Imagine like the Legatus and the Gladiator had a PC child. This is what this custom would be. How long will Brad be gone? I'm losing my mind. I'm also losing my mind without Brad here. Brad will be gone all week. Brad is on a much deserved vacation. So he is enjoying his time off with his wife. And we love that for Brad. All right, guys. I think that's where I call it. I think that's where I call it for the day. Everything looks great. We had no issues with building. We had no issues with any of the parts. That's awesome. So I'm going to give this to Drew in the back. He will program it, have it shipped out tomorrow. Other than that, check out V-Rising, guys. We do have a server for the month of November, halfway through. So if you guys still, if we have a game like V-Rising, you guys have a lot of server, you have a lot of time in it, we're happy to keep the server up if we're able to. And then the server is run on an Alexander PC. It is one of our customers who helps us, and one of our streamers who helps us run the server entirely and maintain it. So you guys are secured. It's just us. It's not like someone else's computer, or it is someone else's computer, but they're trusted. They're one of our streamers, so they care about you guys a lot in our community. So check that out. We have a giveaway still going. We have streamers who stream all week. Not just us who stream on the builds, but we have streamers that come and represent their channel on our channel, and we love representing them. So go ahead, check them all out. I don't know their schedule, but if you guys ever see us live and it's not a title of a PC, it is one of our streamers. So they would love to collaborate with you guys there and then. So yeah, that's my little spiel. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I will be back here by myself on Wednesday. So you guys have a good evening. Let me go ahead and turn these mics off. Hold on.
I gotta take Sam to wrestling, but I'll sell you for your hardware store receipt.
Sweet.